Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you so much for our time together. I'd like us to go back to the book of Genesis chapter 3 today and Genesis chapter 4. Matthew is absolutely over the moon wonderful, but we've just been teaching so much about the Christmas story lately. And Psalms 1 and Proverbs 1, those are powerful, powerful passages. But I want us to turn to the book of the beginnings. I like the book of Genesis because you see how everything got started. In Genesis chapter 3, we learn some incredible lessons about how to stay out of sin, like don't focus on it, don't engage in the conversation with it, these kind of things. We learn about the blame game. We always blame up and blame down. God, it's your fault. You gave me the woman. God, it's her fault. We blame those over us. We blame those below us when we get into sin. We learn about the loss of productivity caused by sin. We learn about so many things. But I want to pull out one of those little obscure thoughts today that helps us in our human relationships. In Genesis chapter 4, when the Lord said to Cain, beginning with verse 9, "Then the Lord said to Cain, 'Where is your brother Abel?' 'I don't know,' he replied. 'Am I my brother's keeper?'" I call this in my Bible the revelation of overreaction. Let me say that again. The revelation of overreaction. Now, oftentimes in life, when people have done things wrong and you ask a question, you get a reaction that's just really over the moon. Now, I know there are some people that have practiced lying and they're better at it than others, but there's always a tell. When you see the revelation of overreaction, learn that, okay, I need to ask a few more questions. When you don't see surprise about the question, when you don't see shock, but when you see overreaction, something is there, and you need to begin to ask more questions. Now, sometimes you young people say, "How do my parents always seem to know when I've done something wrong?" The revelation of overreaction. How does a school teacher always know when I've done something wrong? The revelation of overreaction. Brothers and sisters, learn in life that when you're talking to people and you're trying to get to the bottom of something, and everybody's doing this and pointing the fingers, and that gets very frustrating, look for the overreactions in life. It will help you begin to understand where to ask more questions and who to ask more questions of.